What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. We've got a giveaway happening right now for 2 Battle Styles booster boxes over on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TrickyJim. If it is March 18th, in between the hours of noon and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you could be winning one of these 2 Battle Styles booster boxes, but you got to be live on Twitch in order to participate. So head on over to the Twitch channel and drop us a follow. I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. It's a super welcoming community there, and we'd love you to be a part of it. I'm also going to be giving away this black I Choose You Pikachu hoodie, size extra large. It's a very cool hoodie, and big thanks to Zabi for sending that out to me. And we will also have one winner for the hoodie. So lots of fun activities happening on the Twitch stream today. But we've also got an exciting YouTube video for you all here. Today's video is going to feature a battle between the new Victini VMAX and Arceus Dialga and Palkia-GX. You all know ADP, largely considered to be one of the best decks in format. You alter Creation GX, and then you take bonus prizes with your Zacian V. But Victini VMAX is a cool new deck from Battle Styles that I'm very excited about. Victini VMAX has the max victory attack, which can do 220 damage for just 2 energy if the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon V. So it's great for knocking out Zacian V. But Arceus Dialga and Palkia-GX is not a Pokemon V. So we have to have things in this deck to be able to deal with ADP. To help with that, we've got 2 copies of Heatran GX, as well as a Reshiram and Charizard GX. Reshiram and Charizard GX can put a lot of pressure on Pokemon GX with its Double Blaze GX attack, which does 200 damage for 3 fire energy. You could use it on the first turn of the game, going second, to either swing into an Arceus Dialga and Palkia-GX or knock out a Zacian V, a Dedenne-GX, or a Crobat V. And in order to disrupt the opponent's strategy early on in the game and take prizes on cards that you want to hit into, we've also got Phione in this deck with the Whirlpool Suction ability, great for pushing the ADP out of the active position so that you can knock out Zacian Vs, Crobats, and things like that on the opponent's bench. This should be a close match, and I'm excited to show off these 2, what I consider to be top decks in action. So check out the VOD from the stream and let me know, what do you think of Victini VMAX and Arceus Dialga Palkia-GX in the comments below.
I will Captivating Wink.
You've got a Victini.
190 hit points. That can be rough.
That is the nice thing about this matchup, is that all of my, and then I have Cherish Ball Research.
Sounds good.
All of my little guys pretty much all have 190 hit points. So, you know, unless I put down a Dedenne or a Crobat for you, Ultimate Ray doesn't actually hit the numbers against Heatran or Victini, which is nice.
Yeah, that's really, like, I wasn't sure if the Victini had 180 or 190, and that, like, 10 damage is just crucial. I'm going to fail the Cherish Ball.
Okay. Now, the one thing about this matchup is that it's largely ADP deck, right? Victini VMAX only hitting Arceus Dialga and Palkia for 100 damage. That's unfortunate. I mean, that's tough for sure. So we like to get a fast start with this deck and see if we can't, really get a ton of energy into play. Now, even if I don't hit the turn 1 Welder, can still go for the turn 1 Volcanion to go for a Flare starter.
And did I change? Just card those 3, draw 6.
Do you guys know that the shiny Eldegoss are only like $5 on fullgripgames.com? That's crazy. That card's so good, and it's shiny. So, I just literally bought a couple of those.
Chaotic Swell.
Man, dude, Chaotic Smell. Hate to see it.
Quick Ball. Arceus Dialga Palkia to grab a Zacian V. Which I really do like this setup turn 1, because you always like the turn 1 Intrepid Sword for sure.
Absolutely.
The Swell on top of it to prevent a Giant Hearth or something like that is pretty good.
And then, also, just you having Dedenne on your bench right now means that I can't just Phione up a Zacian or the Mawile to take 2 prizes.
Yep.
So that's, like, really good for you as well. Yeah.
And then I will Intrepid Sword for 3.
Sounds good. All right, I'm going to draw for turn. And we do top deck a Pokemon, so that's good, because I can utilize the Pokemon communication. And we're going to go into the deck, see if Volcanion's in there. I think with the Swell and then you also having Dedenne on your bench, it's feeling like a Volcanion start for me. I think that we just want to get a ton of energy in play if I can. That would probably be good. Now I do have a Cherish Ball also. I can just research and just say I'm going for like the switch fire energy to do that. I think that's the safest play because then I don't put down Dedenne or anything like that as well. So I am going to use Cherish Ball and go into the deck. And I know that that list plays Sword, so I don't think that I'm going to be able to get the turn 1 Reshizard. I mean, Reshizard turn 1 is like kind of the play if I can, pull it off, but I just don't think that that's going to be, what we have here given our hand. So we're just going to, and given the fact that you have the Chaotic Swell, so I'm not feeling super confident in my ability to get that. So I think I will just Pokemon Communication that back into the deck. And I could go Crobat. I could do something like that. I think just getting another Victini into play, though, is totally fine. And then we're just going to go for...
Yes, someone in chat made a good point for the GX markers.
Yes, true. Good point. Yes. So then we'll get our setup here. And hopefully I find a switch card and a fire energy so that I can get that to Volcanion into play. Now I am playing 3 Giant Hearth as well, so hopefully we can find a Giant Hearth to bump that Chaotic Swell. So we're going to research 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cool. We do find a fire energy, and I've got the switch. So we're going to switch into our Volcanion, and then it's looking like I am going to Flare Starter and go get some energy out of the deck. And we're going to put, I think, 2 energy onto this Victini and 1 energy onto my Volcanion in the active. All right, here we go.
Good. I will draw for turn.
Sure.
Attach a Rusted Sword to the Zacian V, and then I will Great Catcher up the Heatran.
Hate to see it.
Yes, I like doing that play just because it won't let you use the Burning Road ability to move all your energy to it.
Sure.
Research. Hoping I can hit a Water Energy or an Energy Spinner here.
That is tough for me, having my Heatran in the active position.
Attach a Water Energy.
It looks like we've got the Altered Creation GX.
Metal Saucer to the Zacian V.
Yep.
And I will Altered Creation GX.
Seems good. Draw for turn. Okay, so let's Pokegear real quick. Look at the top 7 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll take the boss's orders. Okay. And then do it again. Pokegear one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fail. Now, got some options. I have 4 energy in play right now. I Welder 1, potentially knock out the ADP, but I have a guaranteed knockout if I go Air Balloon the Heatran, retreat the Heatran into Volcanion, and use boss's orders to bring up the Zacian. I think that's what I'm going to do. And
I think that's a really good call.
Take the knockout. Yeah, I think that seems fine.
Draw for turn. Attach to the EDP.
Now, I don't have any liabilities down, which I do really like. Because now, Ultimate Ray, you can Ultimate Ray for 2 prizes, but you can't Ultimate Ray for 3.
Yes, I would yes. If I had like a Vitality Band or something, that'd be great, but I don't believe this list plays it. So now I'm kind of just stuck trying to see if I can find another Zacian, which is a little rough. Is it worth that? I will play Metal Saucer on the Mawile.
Yep.
And then I will Professor's Research to discard those 3.
Sounds good.
Draw 7.
And I know you've already played your Great Catcher, you've already played your Mawile, so I'm like, all right, no shenanigans. Which is good.
cards in hand?
I have 4.
4. Energy switch. And I will Ultimate Ray for 180 for knockout.
Yep. Sounds good. And then it's awkward because I don't have a free retreater. The Heatran with the Air Balloon is like not quite cutting it, but we will put up the Victini.
Attach them to your Pokemon anyway.
Yep.
So I'll get the water and attach it to Mawile.
Yep. All right.
And I'll
draw.
take 2 prizes.
Yep. Draw for turn. Okay. So got an interesting call to make here. I think I'm going to Pokegear first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we fail it. That's fine. I could Welder potentially. I think I have no interest in hitting into this ADP, so I'm going to put down the Phione and Whirlpool Suction, see who you bring out. Okay. And then, in order for me to knock out the Dedenne, I would need a switch or an air balloon and another fire for my Heatran. I think that that's probably my best bet, so I'm going to Welder onto this Victini and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Switch into Heatran and use Burning Road. Okay. And then DAA change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you should be at 6.
6.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
good.
you. Yep. All right. So, not a research. Yeah. All right. We'll attach for turn. And I'll bench Jirachi. And then I'll hot burn GX for knockout. And I think that I'm in a pretty good spot right now. Because you have to knock out Heatran with Zacian,
Yes,
right?
which leaves me open to like a Welder.
Then I just Welder
Yes.
for game. Yeah, I don't even need the VMAX.
Attach.
Right.
Quick Ball the Energy Spinner away.
Yep.
To grab Zacian V. And I'm fine benching that just because if you got the knockout, you got the knockout anyway.
Right.
And then I will Metal Saucer to that. I'll do it to Mawile because I don't believe I have any energy, like enough energy left to attack with the second Zacian V. And then I will Marnie.
Okay. Now this Swell just being in play the entire game is definitely hurting. That's for sure. I have 1 Welder, 2 Welders. 2 Welders in the discard pile, so not so bad. Okay.
And then I will Brave Blade for knockout.
Okay, sounds good. So I have to cook up a knockout on the Zacian in order to win this game. Now, how many switch am I down? I think I have like 1 more switch. If I put up the amazing rare Jirachi, we potentially need Air Balloon for it. I think that that's fine though. So we'll draw. I have a Victini VMAX, and I have a Quick Ball. We're going to Quick Ball away Heatran GX. Zealia's just got 1 prize left, and I have 2. So let's see. There's 1 switch in my deck. There's 1 escape rope in my deck. That escape rope could definitely lose me the game. And there is, I believe, 1 Welder in my deck. Oh boy. Okay. And there's no Dedenne in my deck. So I have to Crobat into a very specific combination of cards in order to have a chance. And with just 1 prize remaining, We'll see if we can do it. If not, I might be able to Marnie you into not having the boss. That would be my hope. Okay. So we'll grab Crobat. I'm going to bench Victini V and Crobat for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do not find the cards that we need. So let's go bump your Chaotic Swell with Giant Hearth. And I have to... I believe... Yeah, you could retreat and attack with Mawile. If I don't find one of my switch cards, I'm wondering if I have to attach to the active. What are the chances that I find my... Yeah, I have to attach here and hope I find one of my switch cards. All right, so we'll attach to the Victini and we're going to Marnie. Unfortunately. So definitely very close. If I just found the Welder there. The one Chaotic Swell really doing a number on me. We're extremely close to game here, but unfortunately, just no dice. Love preserving game states. Questionably preserved, yeah. Get a bonus card now. We'll quick ball away those. Get that. And then I'll quick ball away the Victini. And get Crobat. It's all good, chat. It's like coffee's still kicking in, all right? Coffee's still kicking in. And then I'm going to actually... Yeah, I already kicked the stadium this turn. So I can't thin anymore. And if I don't find the switch, I just lose. So
correct.
Yes. Unfortunately. Okay. So we'll Dreamy Revelation. Yeah, we do. Switch into Victini. And then use... Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan VH, for that tier 1 sub. And we'll use Spreading Flames to accelerate energy. So my hope is that you do not have a boss.
Draw for turn. And boss's orders.
They always have it, chat. They always have it. Yeah, I had boss next turn for game. So that was close. That was close.
It was a lot closer than I thought it would be, for sure.
That was extremely close. I'll take it. That's fine. All right, I'm going to go second game 2.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm going to go second game 2. Victini, nice wholesome fire Pokemon. I like it. Also, my first Pokemon trading card game set, my first competitive set, was a Noble Victories pre-release. So I've got some nice nostalgic feels about Victini as well.
Quick Ball, Metal.
Top Deck TCG says Coding Energy could stop Victini. I do have 2 copies of Phione in this list for the Coding Metal Energies. So I think that, I think that I should do totally fine against that.
So Quick Ball for the ADP.
Yep.
And it feels really bad what I'm about to do. I'll play that down. Attach Metal. Attach Air Balloon.
Yep.
And then Dark Asset for 4.
Sure. And what are you looking for here?
I would like a Zacian V, just so I could start
Intrepid
Intrepid
Sword.
Sorting.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. Quick Ball, research, and I'll grab the Zacian V from the deck.
Right. That's definitely a pretty strong start for you. My option is to potentially Double Blaze GX. If I want to, if I really get it like that, I could Double Blaze GX, Crobat turn 1, or Zacian, or if you retreat into ADP, even doing 200 ADP is like pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that active, and I'll just Intrepid Sword for 3.
Sounds good. I'll draw. Okay, now I've got pretty interesting hand here but I feel like I have 2 Victini VMAX in my hand, and I feel like I'm getting ready to get rid of them. The problem with putting Reshiram into play, though, is like, you better get it. You know, if you put Reshiram into play, like, you better get the turn 1, because the Zacians can knock out Reshiram for 4 prizes, with thanks to the Rusty Sword. So I've got Welder in my hand, but no Fire Energy. I've got a bunch of Quick Balls. Well, let's Quick Ball away one of these Victini VMAX and see what we're looking at over here. All right, we do have and also no Swell turn 1 on your side. I like to see that. That is very good. Turn 1 attack is of course tempting, but so is the turn 1 Volcanion. Let's see if I get the turn 1 Volcanion, then, because the only way that I'm really taking a knockout is if I go for the turn 1 Reshiram, which seems, I guess we could just go pedal to the metal, though. Like, and just say, like, whatever, I'm going to do it. And then turn 2, I'm going to boss something, right?
Yeah.
You just YOLO, right?
Go for it.
You just go for it. Why else am I here? So let's just go for it. I'm playing a Welder deck after all, right? So what the heck is the point if I'm not actively going for it? So let's see. We've got the Reshiram in the deck. I've got Hearts. You don't have Swell down. I've got one more Victini VMAX in the deck, which is good. And I've got a Switch in my hand. So I think that I like having... I don't need more than one Victini in play, really. So I think that that's fine. We could grab the Dreamy Revelation Jirachi. Going to Cherish Ball. Get ourselves Reshiram. And going back into the deck. Going to switch into Reshiram, I believe. Quick Ball away Victini. And go for Crobat. We've got a Welder in my hand. And the question is, can I find a Giant Hearth to be able to get the turn 1 Welder onto my Reshiram and Charizard GX? That would be big. And then I could just initiate the trade and probably end up on top. That's the goal anyways. Here we go. Crobat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, very good. Welder 2 fire. 1, 2, 3. Third fire.
Hate to see it.
And Double Blaze GX. We'll take our 2 prizes.
Draw for turn. Metal Saucer to the Zacian V. Rusted Sword. Then how many cards do you have in hand?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh, that seems like a lot. So I'm going to Marnie you.
Okay. No Giant Hearth yet. But what's crazy about the turn 1 Double Blaze is if I attach 1 fire boss, then we're in there again.
Yeah, that's a rough situation for me for sure.
Yeah. 4 cards.
Quick Ball, Metal Energy.
Sure.
Grab Mawile.
Yeah.
And I'll Captivating Wink.
Now, the Marnie Mawile play is always man, when it sticks,
it's
you
great.
just win. You know?
That's
I do play 2 Crobat, 2 Dedenne in the deck, so I agree with the Marnie Mawile there. I think that's like your chance to come back. You stick like a Dedenne, and then you you have a chance to really slow me down. So we've got actually a fantastic hand here, so I'm definitely chill with this.
And then I will Dedenne change.
Okay.
For 6. Energy Spinner to grab the Water Energy.
Yep.
Attach, and I will Altered Creation GX.
Okay. Draw for turn. Now, got interesting call to make myself. I think that I'm going to quick ball. I'm still putting myself in a little bit of a... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. All right, so I'm going to quick ball away my Crobat.
I wish you would have had that last turn.
Yes, I know, right? Top decked it. And we're going to grab the Phione. And again, I could just keep pushing around this ADP so that I never have to deal with it. And then Reshiram can just take 2 more prizes this next turn. Now, the problem is I'm not Weldering this turn. So I could quick ball away the Research. I think I'm going to do that. All right. I'm going to quick ball away the Research instead of the Crobat. This does... I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Thanks so much, Kermin the Frog, for that sub. And then I am going to just go ahead and do that. Because I really want to hit... If I hit Welder this turn, it's basically check.
Oh, exactly. I agree.
I'll attach to Reshiram and Crobat for 5. And we do find the Welder. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we've got Giant Hearth. And I can Giant Hearth away the Fan of Waves. And now we're doing exactly what we want to do as the fire deck. Basically have Checkmate set up on board. And I think that, yeah, just saving the Crobat this turn and using it this turn instead of using Research and just saying, like, all right, I'm going to set up this Victini on the bench, draw 3 cards with Welder. And now I basically am golden, right? There's nothing else that I could possibly want. So we're just going to Flare Strike for knockout. If you come up with Zacian, I've got Victini on the bench. You would have to go boss with ADP in order to win. Yeah.
Which, like, I think that's my only option
right.
available at this point. So, I'll boss the Crobat.
Yeah. Now you can still win.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. You can still win. Yeah. Which is the scary part. It's not guaranteed for me. If I don't have a way around this ADP, you know.
Did I change?
Yep.
And Ultimate Ray for knockout.
Okay. Cool. No Marnie that turn. That is ideal for me. We're definitely going to put the Jirachi in the active. And the cool thing about the Jirachi is I already have all the energy in play that I need to win. So I could just retreat the Jirachi. I don't even need a switch. That's something that I really love about Dreamy Revelation Jirachi. It's definitely a busted card. Draw for turn. And we've got some dig power. So that is fantastic. We're going to use Giant Hearth and thin our deck by getting 2 fire energy out of the deck. And there's a bunch of cards that are my win condition here. I can hit Phione again, and we'll just Phione around the ADP and Flare Strike again, which will win me the game. I could also find Boss's Orders. So those are all win conditions for me. I'm going to grab Cherish Ball, and I can also Dedenne change to help me find these cards. So really at this point, we are just thinning, making sure that our win condition is guaranteed. So there we go. Or as close to guaranteed as possible. So we're going to Pokegear, see if we find a boss. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the boss's orders.
There it is.
And we will use boss, retreat, and then Flare Strike, Zacian V. Yep, will be our win condition there to take our final 2 prizes. So there we go. I mean, I think that was the perfect execution of what we want to do against ADP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think so as well.
Yeah. So I said, in my testing previously, this matchup feels very close, very like 50-50-ish. It really is about, which deck can get the jump on the other deck. And, can fire really kind of tee off and just get going very quickly, which if that's how like Victini VMAX is against ADP, I'm fine with that. I mean, what other way do you have, Victini did nothing that game. Didn't need to.
Nope.
No, that's why we played the Reshiram and the Heatran, baby. Yeah.
Got to look good on the bench.
Yeah. It was there as like a checkmate kind of scenario, right?
Yeah.
Reshiram just led the way. for sure. You know, we got turn 1 Double Blaze GX, turn 2 Phione Flare Strike, turn 3 Boss Flare Strike.
Yeah, it was.
That was a 3-turn game, literally a 3-turn game.
Yeah, I need to next game. I need to definitely play like a second ADP on my bench or something to protect against the Phione, because I kept forgetting about that. Where like I didn't realize that if you found the Phione again, you could just bring up something on the bench.
The second ADP is a big strategy against this particular build of the deck, the way that I have it, because it relies on Phione to kind of push like that for sure. So I think a second ADP would definitely be a strong choice. And yeah, all right. So do you want to go first or second in game 3?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, because it's like I want to go first because like you just want to, but then it's like you also play Volcanion, and you can just like you did last game, just Double Blaze GX for knockout on something. I think I will go first. All right, so start with ADP, which is I like. Ooh, yes, I do like to see that for sure.
I do not like to see this.
Draw for turn. Energy Spinner.
Yep.
To grab Water Energy. Unfortunately, that's most of what I can do, I believe. You don't really like to see turn 1, but it is what it is. So, attach water and pass.
All right. Draw for turn. Unfortunate starter, but I do have a pretty insane hand. So we'll Cherish Ball, and I think we just go get the Reshiram. And going to put the Giant Hearth into play. And Giant Hearth away, Quick Ball. And we've gotta love opening the Welder Switch Hearth, Cherish Ball, Welder 2 Fire, 2 AR Reshiram Charizard. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Go here. Switch into Reshi. And I'm also going to Quick Ball away Fire Energy just to start setting up a Victini V. And I'm going to Double Blaze GX for 200.
Draw for turn. Attach metal for turn. And then play down Eldegoss for nothing.
Yep.
And Giant Hearth, energy switch away.
Sure.
Search my deck. Obviously, I'll fail it.
Yo, what is up, Chip, with the sub? Yo, thank you so much, Trainer Chip. Definitely make sure to check out Trainer Chip's Twitch channel if you have not already. Trainer Chip, awesome fellow Pokemon TCG content creator. Good stuff, Chip. Appreciate those 25 months. All right, so you got a little bit of a bummer hand there? You benching
Yes.
Eldegoss for nothing?
Yes, I'm trying to clear cards so I can Dark Asset for 3.
Right.
Okay, it's good.
All
We're
right,
good.
buffing
Yeah,
out. Okay.
yeah, for sure. Quick Ball to discard Water Energy.
Chip says, I've heard this Victini deck is flames. You're right.
Dedenne.
Victini VMAX is so hot right now.
Hot. Get it? Hot.
Yeah, hot. Yeah, I love it. It's definitely my new favorite deck from Battle Styles, 100%.
Now, did you ever think you would be saying that about a Welder deck?
Yeah, it feels different. It feels different. It has so many options outside of Welder, which just feels so good. Feels so good that you don't have to Welder every turn. Also, I love the gears.
Change?
Yeah, I love the gears in this deck. You know, I love that I don't have to play Team Up Jirachi. I love that I don't have to play Scoop Up Nets. I like that that sword did not make its way onto your Zacian.
Yes, it is kind of rough for sure. I think just need to try and buy some time. So I'll boss's orders up the Dedenne.
Yep.
And then I'll just altered creation.
Sounds good. Draw for turn. Okay. So I definitely want to prevent the ultimate ray. That would be huge for me. So let's see what we can do. I don't think that we want to... I really do not want to quick ball away my Phione, as the Phione is just such a nice win condition, though. But that being said, at this point, like, if I knock out your ADP, what am I going to be Phioning around?
Exactly.
You know, so I think at this point I can just let the Phione go, because I'm going to go all in for this knockout on the Arceus Dialga Palkia, which means that I want to start off with a Crobat. And I have a Pokegear in my hand, so as far as like the two cards I could quick ball away, I could either quick ball away Phione, or I could either quick ball away the Pokegear, and I think just going all in for the play just makes a lot more sense. So we're going to Crobat for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm glad that I did. Oh, I'm glad that I did. Okay. Oh my gosh, if I miss this, it's going to be absolutely... No, I don't miss. All right, I don't miss anything. No matter what, I've got something. Oh, yeah. All right. No matter what, I've got something. Okay. So we're fine. I'm going to Giant Hearth away the Fan of Waves, because I can always retreat into Heatran and just attack you, which is... I have the Heatran in my hand, so that's good.
With what attack?
130.
Okay.
130. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't planning for like a hot burn GX.
No. I could knock you out with Heatran. Yeah. All right. So we've got the Giant Hearth there, and we're going to go and Pokegear and see what we find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We've got a boss. And this list does play 2 copies of Heatran GX. I do think the Heatran GX is probably one of the best cards in the deck. Unfortunately, though, I put myself in a little bit of a compromising situation. Got Victini VMAX here because my energy counts are just not going to be quite right. But that's okay. We do what we have to do to take this knockout. So I'm going to retreat. You bossing up my Dedenne randomly was annoying for sure, but that's cool. We're just going to retreat into Heatran, use Burning Road to move all of that energy, and just steaming stomp for the knockout and 3 prizes.
Draw for turn. I will attach Metal Energy and Professor's Research.
Yep. It needs to hit Switch Double Saucer in order to respond, which we're hoping he doesn't get.
This is rough for sure.
Excellent.
Cherish Ball to grab.
Chat's saying nice hand there, Michael.
Yeah.
But you've got a Dedenne, though. How bad could it be?
Kind of bad.
Yeah, G2 says, the point is that all decks are kind of clumsy, where Victini V is low maintenance. That's the best thing about Victini V. It's such a low maintenance deck. And then your VMAX at the end of the day could just accelerate energy to itself. You know, if you happen to get stuck in a bind, you just get a Victini active and then just spreading flames, and you're just back in the game, which is like, really cool.
It's very unfortunate, and I can't really, like, I can't wait a turn in Intrepid Sword, because I know you got the boss last turn.
Right.
Well, here goes nothing. Did I change?
Oh, there's some energy. Yeah. You're chilling. Switch 2 Saucer coming right up. ADP always has it. There's one thing I've learned about ADP. They always got it.
It was close, but no cigar.
Yo, thank you so much, Ben Cannon, for the Prime sub.
Zacian V, Air Balloon, and...
You got 1, yeah, and you don't have a Crobat, yeah. No quick ball to Crobat.
Nope, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll just Intrepid Sword with this one.
Okay. And he knows I have the boss.
Yep.
That's why he's not playing the saucer, right? And that is exactly the momentum swing we needed there. I could Giant Hearth just to get more fire energy to my hand. And we're seeing where Zealy was able to find that one of Chaotic Swell, turn 1, game 1. These next 2 games, you know, he hasn't really been able to find it. I think that if you're really worried about Fire's ADP, you could play 2 Chaotic Swell. That's certainly an idea. All right, we're going to attach to Victini VMAX. I'm going to put an Air Balloon down on my Reshiram Charizard, and I'm going to boss his orders up. Yep, Zacian. And we'll go Steaming Stomp there for knockout. Put ourselves in a position. And playing the 4 copies of Boss's Orders, you know, with the gears, you just find Boss's Orders with this deck. You set up, you know, low maintenance, Welder once or twice, and then you just boss, game over, right?
Yep. So I will Marnie.
Okay.
So now I need to hit Chaotic Swell and pray you don't have an energy.
Right. Yes, for sure. Could happen, though. Okay, 4 cards.
Cherish Ball for the Mawile, and I'll Captivating Wink.
You do get my Crobat.
But it doesn't do anything because you still have
The Giant Hearth in play.
Yes, and I did not get the Swell. Is the Swell even in the deck? Yes, it is. So unfortunately, yeah, I think I just have to treat Rusted Sword for the fun of it, and Brave Blade for knockout.
Yep. And then I can promote my Victini VMAX, draw for turn, and Giant Hearth away a Victini. Go get myself Fire Energy. And we can max victory for game. So that was, I mean, I think that was exactly how I imagined it going for Victini VMAX. I mean, that's exactly what you wanted to see, right?
I mean, all 3 games have been really close.
They were all
which
really
was like
close.
I enjoyed.
Yeah, they were all really close games. It felt like the decks were evenly matched. It felt like each deck kind of had its own, win condition that it was trying to establish. That particular list of ADP is not playing hammers, it's playing more consistency cards. You got like Tool Scrapper in there. You've got like a couple of Rusted Swords in there. I will say that I think the Rusted Sword is really important for the ADP mirror because it gives you the option to knock out Arceus Dialga and Palkia.
For sure.
Right? So like I think that it's just correct to play some Rusted Sword in the deck because it gives you that option in the ADP mirror. But hammers are much harder to fit into the deck with all of the good new cards that are coming out. So it's I think ADP is certainly the litmus test, and if ADP is the litmus test, then I think then Victini VMAX just passed.
I mean, I definitely think that's a really good deck because with all the games, I think it was whoever won that game, the other person had win the next turn anyway.
Exactly. It was like
because it wasn't a complete blowout, which is really good.
Exactly, they were extremely close games. I think that for me, Victini VMAX seems like the natural extension of like whatever Tempo's art is right now. It's like it plays pretty similarly. You don't need to rely on Cramorant necessarily because you just play 4 Boss's Orders.
Yeah.
So like you play 4 Boss's Orders, you play you play Pokegears, right? So you could just bring up things naturally and not have to discard all of your energy. It's much better to just have your energy on board, I think, with this particular deck. You could still play Victini, or you could play Cramorant in Victini, but I felt like if you play Cramorant, then you would have to play some energy recovery. In my list right now, it just doesn't play any. It's 11 fire energy, no energy recovery, because what do you need it for? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Your attack costs 2 fire.
Yeah, 2 fire, then you could get the Victini to get them back if you really need to buy a turn.
Exactly.
And then you have like the Reshiram for 3 fire, you're doing 200.
Exactly.
So you're fine.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't really need it. And at the end of the day, if you did like run out of energy, you have 7 attackers in your deck who have Spreading Flames. Yeah, 7. There are 7 cards in the deck that bring 3 fire back from the discard pile, which is like
for 1 energy.
For 1 energy, yeah. So I don't think that you I don't think that you necessarily need it. With so many Boss's Orders, Cramorant just kind of feels redundant, you know, and Phione. It just feels a little redundant. Another reason why I didn't really want the Cramorant in the deck is because it feels like, you know, with no energy recovery, are you really going to be able to do it back-to-back turns? You're sacking 6 energy from your deck to attack with it twice.
And it's like you're hoping to get Welder 2 turns in a row. You're
hoping to get Welder double fire 2 turns in a row, which is not exactly like this deck is built different. It's built to just, you know, you can Welder for 1 to a Victini and you're chilling, right? That's totally fine.
What Andrew was saying in chat is now more decks are playing Mew from Unbroken Bonds. So Cramorant wouldn't even do anything.
Exactly. Because Cramorant kind of gets caught in the crossfire, you know, with her Shifu VMAX. So for me, I think that just the 4 Boss's Orders, the 3 Pokegears, like that's just kind of where you want to be. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and of course check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. If you've got extra cards lying around the house and you're trying to get some cash for them, make sure to check out the Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying bulk and singles at the shop, and selling your cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. Y'all have a busted day. Peace.